Hello everyone, welcome to another Dragon Ball Legends video in which I break down the information presented at the Dragon Ball Legends World Championship 2025-2026 Finals. But if you have not done so already, please consider liking, and if you enjoy the channel, please consider subscribing as well. So the first piece of information that we are getting into is the debut of Sparking Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta as a tag character. Let's get straight into those animations. Oh, the model looks absolutely incredible for starters. I really like how they're doing them. Oh my word, does that look good. Oh yes, oh yeah, that looks amazing. Nice. That's awesome. Oh. That looks, yeah, they look good. They both look absolutely amazing. But you might have noticed, we have something more. That's right, this is not the legendary finish character. This is not a Legends Limited. This is just a Sparking. Because we have the introduction of... Of course, this is definitely a throwback here to the Las Vegas Showdown, where we had the introduction for the first time Legends Limited Super Vegito debuting. Of course, now we have the introduction of Legend Super Vegito debuting into Dragon Ball Legends. Of course, can't go too long without getting fusions again and again and again for freaking sure, but it's definitely to reference that Las Vegas Showdown introduction characters for the first anniversary of the game, so I think that is massively ironic. There is the Doki Baki Impact, which they're actually doing another exclusive animation between Ultra Buhan, which is very ironic. They finally debut Ultra Buhan, but then they debut a Legend Super Vegito to go along with it with a Legend exclusive new action. Look at that. They go ahead and have crazy ink style animations for these characters as well. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that! Oh, they're redoing this animation that Vegito had initially. Oh, it is still a legendary finish! Okay, this looks like a, this looks like an upgrade on mainly Legends Limiteds, but also incorporate some of the elements that we know and love from Ultras. Okay. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's go ahead. Oh my, yeah, that animation looks nasty work. But what they're doing right here, right? They're redoing the animation from the original Legends Limited Super Vegito with the Big Bang attack being redone. We got the animation for the Spirit Sword redone as well. So that's absolutely fantastic. We will be breaking down those kits as well because they actually dropped the kit. I'm surprised so far out of the release they dropped the kit. He won't be coming out for a few more days now, but we have all this information due to the World Finals, and that is the final new update, is the introduction of a new Rarity Legends, which I definitely think encapsulates Dragon Ball Legends perfectly. Let's go ahead and wrap up these animations, and we'll get into talking about what makes the Legends Rarity so special in a second as I go down into the kit. Yes, a new Rarity Legends is on the way. We also have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta both on the same banner too, which is absolutely amazing that they're debuting this new Rarity with a side unit. The new Rarity has an exclusive unique action legend action, superior attributes, and special ink tone actions and effects. We do know he is purple, but he is superior purple. He is superior purple. So what makes that different? Well, normal elements have 1.5 times effects with element advantage, but superior elements have 1.75 times effect with element advantage. So you can go ahead and have regular effects do 1.5 on the superior elements and the regular elements, but the superior elements have 1.75 effects on the regular and superior elements. So you really don't want to be caught at a disadvantage with these characters. The illustration changes based on limit breaks. So when you first pull the character, he is normal standard animation. The 1+ looks like that, which is absolutely amazing, and the 7+ looks like that, absolutely fantastic. We'll get into the kit in a second.
Once again, the newly introduced Legend Rarity combines unique animations with outstanding abilities, making it an extremely luxurious and powerful rarity. Going forward, new releases will be centered around the Legend and Ultra rarities, and with each one having distinct strength and playstyles, we aim to create a more diverse and strategic battle environment. Existing Legends limited characters will not be converted into Legend Rarity.
Okay, so so they're saying they are going to focus more on Legend rarities. Legends characters drop with 2000 Z power, just like an Ultra though, so that's going to be very, very nice. But I feel like this could be definitely very, very good for the game for
even
sure.
after being turned into a candy. There's also a special animation when Super Vegito loses, so be sure to check that out as well. Now, regarding summons for the new Legend Rarity, it will have a 0.5% drop rate and will appear with an unbelievable 2000 Z power, the same as Ultra characters.
0.5 drop rate. So, they're combining the best elements of both worlds. I see the 0.5 drop rate, that's the Legends. That's a new LF drop rate. The new Legends Rarity. And Legend drop rate's up at step 2, though. So, hopefully that means, what I think it means, that means like a 1% chance of step 2. That's what I think that means. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Unique animations with outstanding abilities will begin next week on February 11th.
Yep. But with that being said, that's really good. A Vegito Beyond Ultimate, Sublime Power Legends Rising. This debuting right after the Legends Festival is absolutely nasty work, because you could argue that this is even more hype than Legends Festival. And I mean, yeah, that definitely looks like it's the case. That definitely looks like that might actually be the case for sure. So I want to go ahead and get into these animations right quick. But yeah, these matches were absolutely amazing. I was watching the finals when I woke up, and that was an absolute wild turn of events there for sure. I'm not going to lie, that was nasty work. But let me go ahead and put y'all in game. There's a 300 Chrome Crystal promo code, Victory0207, so make sure to also claim that as well. I don't want y'all miss out on all that. But there's also one more thing from this reveal that I want to talk about. Yes, we got a Guinness World Record. Dragon Ball Legends has been presented with a Guinness World Record certification for most playable characters of a PvP action game, given on 1/26/2026 with account 676. It's definitely very good to see Dragon Ball Legends hold this. Now, I definitely think this is going to be a very good change for Dragon Ball Legends. I definitely think if this is implemented correctly, this can be a better version of the Legends Limited. This could be a revamp for Legends Limited as a whole, just being a Legends rarity. I do think this is good for the game. I definitely do think this is good for the game. I don't think this is horrible for the game. I think all this is really good. I think they handled a new rarity. If it's like how I think it's like, then they handled a new rarity as well as I think they could have, for sure. I think they could have handled this not any better than this. I think this is very fantastic. Also, purple dropping as a heightened purple element is very good. We needed a very strong purple. As much as I love you, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved Vegeta, that LF, I sing you high praises every single day. We really needed a purple in this meta. We really needed a good purple in this meta, and having this guy is very nasty work. Alright, so with that being said, let's get into those animations one more time because I wasn't really too focused on the full animations. Let's get in the full animations of Vegito. Let's get into his kit right freaking now. Alright everyone, Legend Super Vegito is boosted purple with the tag Saiyan Super Saiyan Potara Fusion Warrior and from Majin Buu Saga episode. Of course, with the Z ability Fusion Warrior Saiyan of Majin Buu Saga, base strike attack and defense, and a further boost to Fusion Warrior Blast attack base. As well, strikes deal impact with blast armor. On activation, damage guard penetration 30% plus for 5 counts. Blast impact on activation, all enemy health restoration minus 30 for 5 counts. Blue card, massive impact damage on activation, destroy entire hand, then draw 3 cards. Special move damage 30% for 3 counts. Also, if unique gauge is a release type, key 30, destroy 3 enemy cards. Cannot be cancelled out by most special moves. His green card draws up to 2 cards if hand is 3 or fewer. Key 40, vanishing gauge 70% 3 times. Nullify special cover changes 5 counts. Also based on arts in hand. Strike arts damage on next strike arts hit 70% non-stacking. Blast arts damage on blast arts hit 70% non-stacking. Special move damage on special move hit 30% non-stacking. So he has a kit similar to the old Legends Limited Super Vegito in this Legends Limited Vegito. So that's absolutely fun to see. His ultimate deals supreme slice damage with blast nullification on activation, destroy entire hand, and draw 4 cards. So he goes ahead and cycles out the hand, which is going to be very, very good based on what you're about to see in the kit. Ultimate damage plus 50%, uncancelable, nullify endurance for 3 counts. Also, if you need gauge's release type, nullify element disadvantages for 3 counts, uncancelable, which is very nice. Cancel enemy buff effects. Main ability, destroy 1 card, then draw the ultimate. Health 30, key 50, unique gauge charge rate 100%, 60 counts uncancelable, enemy key minus 100. Starter ability, damage 320, damage guard 260, about the normal stats on damage and damage guard, which was very, very, very good to see that we're not like, oh my gosh, new Rarity, we're gonna like punch it crazy. Like, no, they're actually having the restraint to be like, okay, let's make this strong, but not like, oh, new Rarity strong. This needs to be like ultra level. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's what ultras definitely were on debut, and this is very, very, very nice to see. Also, mention this. I'll mention this. The Ultra, the first Ultra was the first summonable Ultra. The first summonable, because I know the first Ultra was Super Saiyan Goku, but the first summonable Ultra was Super Gogeta. And the first Legends character is Super Vegito. That also did not go past me. Alright? I know the symbolism there. A W. That's a massive W. Key recovery 70%, draw speed 1, nullify wide range special arts 2 times, sub counts on switch -2, endurance with 50% recovery and special Doki Baki impact versus Ultra Super Buu Han. Unique ability on battlefield entry or area change, draw 2 cards if hand is 3 or fewer, health 10%, key 40, nullify special coverage changes 5 counts, nullify damage received element disadvantage 5 counts, uncancelable, destroy 1 enemy card, enemy key minus 35, all enemy draw speed -1 for 10 counts. On card draw, health 3%, key 15, damage 15, temper counts uncancelable, also based on arch drawn. Strike, damage, based on the next strike hits, 70% non-stacking, damage on blast, 70% non-stacking, damage on special move hit, 30% non-stacking. On Doki Baki impact, win damage 20, 15 counts. Release type on vanishing step, destroy one card, then draw a green next. Activation reset when ally is defeated. While on battlefield, and enemy activates special move, also Awaken Arts or Rising Rush. He has damage guard 10%, uncancelable twice. Cancel enemy buff effects for 3 times. Special cover chain has a special cover chain against strike arts into blue card. Use new gauge as attack type. Release type starts as attack type. When you need to become full, switch to release type. Draw the blue card next. Key 50. Cancel active down guys add multiple intentions. Also, if there's a defeated battle member 1 time, destroy 1 card, then draw ultimate arts. Whoa, no. Also, if there's a defeated battle member 1 time, destroy 1 card, then draw the ultimate, protect your hand. While release type, damage 50, uncancelable, draw speed 1, uncancelable, overdrive, gauge charge rate 50%, uncancelable. Okay, I like that he's playing into a lot of the recent mechanics, right? He's playing into a lot of the recent mechanics that Legends introduced. The overall type of this kit feels a lot like the old Super Vegito, but more realized. But as well, his kit is also going into overdrive. It's going into really good area change attacks. Like, okay. Nullify attribute downgrades uncancelable. When you engage reaches 0, switch to attack type. Attack type charges moderately each time a strike blast arts is used. Release type decreases when on battlefield. Legend action. Perform a legend area change from attack from the high area, then combo into a special move or the ultimate art. So you actually really do want to, they're actually incentivizing you now to perform the area change, because recently it's like, oh, the area change is like just a cool mechanic, right? It hasn't really been, you know, too impactful on battles. Now with the legend action, it's going to have a very, very good impact into the game. So overall, this is very, very, very fantastic. I definitely don't have enough Chrono Crystals that I would want to have for sure, because of course you saw I definitely got shafted after what is, I shouldn't even say shafted. I mean, yes it was, but also it was my stupidity and the fact that, you know, Legends Festival luck was super fantastic, so there's nothing to complain about there, of course. I hope I get good luck. I hope y'all get good luck for this, because this is a new rarity, for sure. This is an anniversary level celebration, you know, outside of anniversary. So, you know, love to see that. Love to see Legends just, oh, okay, yeah, let's just go off. Yeah, let's just go off. I was like, I don't even know how they're competing with the 7th anniversary. This is how, to be honest, they introduce a new rarity and then go ahead and probably have that new rarity come up for 8th anniversary as well. So I imagine that's going to be very, 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 very nice. But with that being said, yeah, new rarity lives in Dragon Ball Legends, the Legend rarity. I definitely think this looks like, to me, a blend of mostly what, like, just an improvement on the Legends Limited rarity, but goes ahead and has the Ultra rarity aspects of the Ink Brush as well. So I think this is definitely, and the 2000 Z Power, I think it's combining elements to make the best rarity possible for the players. I definitely don't think he's broken. I definitely don't think he's broken. Like, he's good, he's great, he's amazing, he's definitely top 5. He is definitely fantastic, amazing, must summon for sure, but he's not broken, if that makes sense. Like, I would like to distinguish, like, good, amazing, fantastic from broken, because those are two completely separate things, right? Those are two completely separate things. Like, you can be fantastic, you can be top 1 even, and still not be broken, because you're not gapping the entire game, right? I think this is very, very fantastic. Yes! Bro, we are recreating the 1st anniversary with this one. I definitely did want, as much as I hate that, the only thing I'm like, oh, I do wish that Goku and Vegeta, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan weren't just not made into a Legends Limited. I definitely don't appreciate that, but their animations look good enough anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I don't mind it. But they definitely did get the short end of the stick here, because of course the Vegito looks absolutely amazing. Of course, the Vegito model itself hasn't really changed much, because you can't really make perfection any better, because they did recently a Super Vegito, so it just, you know what I'm saying? But they absolutely cooked this. They did. They definitely did. I really think they have a very, very fantastic, fine job with this. And of course, there's going to be another animation for the not Legends Limited finish and not Legendary finish. So that's absolutely fantastic. I think they did a great job with Legends Super Vegito. Now, they said they are going to be focusing on this new rarity. So that means it's not going to be long until they drop new Legend characters and new Ultra characters as well alongside those as well. So that's going to be fantastic. I definitely think this is a great change for the game. I definitely think this is good. I think this is the best implementation of a new rarity system that they could have possibly done. They introduced 2 rarity systems within like the past year. They introduced supporters, which have been, I say, controversial just for the reason of supporters don't do as much as we wanted them to. They could be balanced a little bit better. They could be a little bit more impact. But I like them at face. I think supporters are very awesome. Supporters are nice. I like supporters as a mechanic. I think they are just good. But Legend, introducing Legend. If it's working how I think it's working, and it's a 0.5 rate with a 1 times rate on that second step, I think we're going to be eating really good. I do think we're going to be eating really good, but it's going to be something where I'm going to have to look at it further to give my final thoughts, but overall, this has been a very, very fantastic Legends reveal. You know, Legends was like, oh, I'm on my off month. Just kidding. Off month. What's an off month? Right? What's a not hype month? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is even more crazy than in the Legends Festival, which is nasty, nasty work, by the way. I'm not gonna say, oh my gosh, this Mog/Clear's 7th anniversary, which it doesn't, right? It doesn't. 7th anniversary double ultras still was crazier than this. I do think so, because that was a whoa double ultra. Whoa. But I do think this is clearing 7th anniversary Legends Festival for sure. For sure. I do think this is awesome. I do like, though, how they're actually trying to... Oh my gosh! I heard all the comments, right, of... Oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy power creep, right? This is gonna be like, oh my gosh! Super Vegito's gonna bring so much power creep, guys! Get ready for power creep! And that really didn't happen? I mean, he looks, like, strong. Probably top 1, yeah, for sure. But did it really power creep? This is probably power creep, because when people say power creep, I feel like we gotta distinguish between power creep and power cliffing. This might be considered power creep, okay? But it's not power cliffing, where it's like, oh my gosh, it gaps the entire game. Because there's been power cliffing. A good example of that is Dokkan, 10th anniversary. Legends, 7th anniversary. That was a good example of power cliffing. That power cliffed the game. 7th anniversary power cliffed the game. This is a power jump. Not power cliff. Power leap. Power hop. Power skip, even. But not no power creep. Or power cliffing. So I think we need to distinguish that. But they did a very fantastic job for this reveal. I did not expect to have this creative a time. I knew Legends would cook. You know what? I should never doubt Legends again. I doubt Legends way more often than I need to. Cause like, it's not gonna be that. I mean, it's just gonna be crazy, but it's not gonna be like that crazy. Yep, this definitely went ahead. So if y'all actually had anything saved after the Legends Festival, congrats, y'all won for sure. But hopefully y'all get what y'all want here. And there's going to be 1000cc debuting for this character's launch as well, so look forward to that. There will be 1000cc granted to you for free when he comes out, so that's going to be amazing. But with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this Dragon Ball Legends video. I am looking forward to the breakdown of this character. Of course, I will be in the absolute trenches. I'll be in the absolute trenches studying, so let me just make sure there's not any more information on social media that I need to cover, because it's very close. Okay, Legend, yeah. Alright, bet. We're good. Just had to make sure I didn't miss anything before I get on out of here. But yeah, no. Legend Super Vegito. I like the name Legend. I think it really suits this game. People are like, well, I've also heard the complaint of, oh my gosh, does this Power Cliffs Legends Limited, will this rotate out the Legends Limited rarity? I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. I genuinely think we could have Sparking, Legends Limited, Ultra, and Legends all play together along with supporters. I think that is definitely possible. I really do. It's like a meta in a card game. It's like, whoa, we can have red, yellow, black, green, all these colors right in the game and just really thrive. Yes, they can. They all can. There's been there can be a diverse meta. Wow, that's a crazy statement, but it's true. It's freaking true. Legends Limited won't be crept by this because of it will be crept on the surface, but not really, because Ultras came out, did they creep Legends Limiteds? No! Legends Limiteds are still the premium tier rarity, even over Ultras, in my personal opinion. So this combining the best of both traits as the top tier rarity is very, very good. Honestly, another mocking of Dokkan fans. I'm sorry, but y'all have wanted a new rarity for so long. Like an actual new rarity, not no carnival. Not no carnival. Y'all have wanted a legitimate new rarity for so long. Yeah. Oof. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's also crazy that actually makes it very good, because you know how in the dialogue box, right, there's like Hero, Extreme, Sparking, Legends Limited, and then there's Ultra, and there's a blank space beside it. Right, for Legends. That's nasty work, actually. That is actually nasty work. But no, I definitely think people on the Dokkan Battle side have wanted a new rarity for sure. Yes, it's been a thing. We've wanted a new rarity in Legends for a long time. We've wanted a new rarity in Dokkan for a long time. And also, just a standalone Vegito. This guy is fantastic. I won't lie. But the 4-turn fusion, we do have to talk about that. Love you. 10th anniversary, Super Vegito. No hate. Like, unironically, no hate to Super Vegito, Super Gogeta from 10th. No hate. No hate. For sure. Peak. Fantastic. The best thing to come out of what was otherwise a very mixed reception celebration that definitely should have been better. But the headline of Dokkan festivals, oh yeah, they cooked. 100%. No doubt. Definitely the 4-turn fusion, though. They're mostly Goku and Vegeta unit. Interesting on that one. Interesting that they finally decided to include more accurate fusion timers on the most hype moment. And then it's like, oh yeah, we got standalone Super Vegito. Yep, okay. Interesting. They both are very good in their own ways. I'm not arguing which is better. I do think Dokkan did cook with their fusion headlines for Anniversary for sure. That was the most they cooked on for Anniversary, but they did cook for that. But that's nuts. Legends really releases hype stuff out of Anniversary time and out of Festival time sometimes, because most of the time it is like soft, quiet time. It is most of the time, for sure. Yeah, right? Most of the time it is soft, quiet. But then they have moments like this where they randomly get strong. Blue Beast Gohan is another great example of this. But with that being said, I am yapping. I know I'm yapping, so I'm going to get on out of here for real this time. But as I said, I'm going to be in a frenzy of studying. Like, studying so much that I don't even want to make a metaphor for that. Just know it's bad, right? It's bad. It's bad. I'll say it's bad. It's really bad. It's horrible. Like, no joke. Stop the joke. Stop the music. It's bad. But, yup. With that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this amazing Dragon Ball Legends video. And until next time, where we go ahead and see the introduction of them in game. Bye. This really does bring me back to the first anniversary, though. Oh my gosh. Really, with a kit, I think this is lovely. I think it's going to bring me back to the first Annie. I really do like that. I really do like that. One of the peak anniversaries. I think 7th anniversary is peak. Like, the pinnacle. Peak pinnacle. Like, the best Legends has done for a celebration. And it's not... It's now starting to somehow get close. I'm shocked that I'm even saying that word. I didn't know I didn't know there would even be competition. I didn't know it was possible for it to have competition. But first anniversary is up there for sure. It is up there in that conversation. The first anniversary in the game, they killed it with that as well. The reveal was amazing. one of the best reveals of all time. I think it surpasses the 7th anniversary in terms of surprise reveal. I really do think so. I really do think that is the best reveal that Legends has ever done. Period. Like, period, stop, end of sentence. That's the best reveal that Legends has done. Is the best surprise that Legends has ever done. I do think so. I do definitely think so. I definitely think that is the case. But with that all being out of the way, that's crazy. That's nuts. I only have like 10,000 Chrono Crystals saved up for this guy. Hopefully, y'all have a little bit more, a little bit less. Just get lucky. I think y'all can do it. I have faith in y'all. More faith than I do myself. So, I'm gonna give y'all that positivity energy. New Rarity Legend. I think Legends is better than Legends Limited Ultra people came up with, because that's a mouthful like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Just Legend. Just Legend. Thank gosh they actually are a smart company and gave it a good name. Sometimes it's like, yo, the fans can cook, but sometimes you really do have to let the officials be like, yeah, just call it Legend. Just call it Legend, and like, yeah, just call it Legend, bro. Like, just call it Legend. Oh, and the 20,000 Z power is actually crazy nasty, by the way. I do really like that as well. But with that being said, all out of the way, that's really good. But I'll go ahead and break this down in more detail once it comes out. Until next Dragon Ball Legends video, bye!